What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be a little different type of video. I actually want to introduce to you guys something that we are creating here. So most of my channel is done with fabrication and everything. Build my turbo kits. I build custom parts for other people as well. One thing that makes our job easier is fixtures. So the point of today's video is I would actually like to release a video of my new design that we created. What this specific design for is for a 3-to-1 collector. Sorry, I'm a little stuttery. I just woke up, but it just got off the 3D printer. I have a Prusa i3 MK3S Plus or something like that. One of the best printers you can get out there. They're workhorses and the quality is just amazing. So some of you guys know I am creating a new turbo manifold for the N54 platform. It's going to be a full CNC head flange. It's all tubular manifold, so I am getting away from the OEM turbo manifolds. Actually, I have one right on the motor. I'll show you guys. I am going to be getting away from this style manifolds. I'm still working on that one. That's for another customer. But I am going to be starting the new tubular design. But in order to do that, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to just 3D print the whole manifold itself. I'm going to have little pie cuts made out of 3D prints, collectors, T3 flange, everything's going to be all 3D printed. Just, you know, it's a lot cheaper to waste plastic than Schedule 10 piping. So the point of today's video is I am releasing a new tool. It's going to allow you to make a 3-to-1 collector perfect every single time. So before I released this, before I even thought about making this tool, I never knew how to make one of these. So of course, just like everybody else, I hopped on YouTube and I seen how everyone else was doing it. I seen this one guy, he got like a piece of 4x4 piece of wood and he drilled specific holes at a certain angle and everything. And that jig came out amazing. But unfortunately he made it out of wood and I don't really want to do that. Other guys, they created little flat plates with V-stock and everything, and they put it at a certain angle and they welded it and they'll put their pipe in there with a stop. And that worked out great as well, but they just won't give out the angles and everything that they use to make it. So I decided to hop on eBay and see what I could find, hop online on Google, and I came across this. This guy also has a YouTube channel showing how to use this. I won't give out his name, I won't give out his YouTube or anything, because I had issues with this jig. I'm not bashing him or anything. That's why I won't give out his name. I don't want any issues or anything. I'm not trying to compete with him. I'm just not happy the way that I was treated. The issue with this is I never knew how to make a 3-to-1 collector, as I just said. So he designed this fixture to help guys out. So I ordered it. It was a little pricey. It was about $100 for this piece. So from his YouTube channel that I've seen, the videos of this being used, the quality looks amazing. His pipes and everything went in real nicely. He was able to tighten it. He showed you the angles and stuff like that. And it just all looked absolutely beautiful. So I'm like, all right, you know, I'll buy one. So I bought it. It was expected to ship within like 3 days or something. It took me about 4 weeks to get this. I contacted the seller and everything, you know, to see if something was wrong with shipping or anything. He said it'll take about 2 or 3 days, you know, to manufacture, print them, whatever you want to call it. So I understood that. So which is why, you know, it said a couple of days for shipping, but it took me 4 weeks to get it. The price for it was a little expensive for what I got. So the issue with it is, I'm going to put it here. So you can see here, it's not perfectly flat. So I don't know how it's actually supposed to sit on my bandsaw here as well. So it also rocks side to side. And the front is not terrible, but it's still lifted. And that is also an issue. So if you look at the front of the 3D print, it's all wavy and everything. So if you look at the inside, I'm not sure if you can see it because I have my camera on the selfie camera, so everything's like kind of reversed. But anyways, you can see those bumps and everything on the inside of the pipe. So the point of this pipe is supposed to fit a 1.5 inch scheduled pipe, which is what I ordered this fixture for. But it gets stuck on those ribs. So now in order for me to get this pipe actually all the way in there, I actually got to force it so it bottoms out. And it still doesn't even bottom out. So I don't want to force it all the way in there because it's damn, it's kind of hard for, oh, you guys might be able to see it here. So you see that gap? So that gap is not allowing me, and I'll fully take out the screw too. The screw's not even all the way in there. So that gap is still not allowing me to fucking put the pipe in there, and I'm still forcing it. So if I really hammer this bad boy down, then I can finally get my pipe fitted all the way down, and then I'll be able to get my cut. The issue is, in order for me to get this pipe out, I have to use a pair of pliers, which is kind of bad. You know, if somebody just polished all of their pipes and everything, so when they make their collectors nice and shiny and the rainbows and everything come out, if I go to grab it here with a nice pair of pliers, usually these are hardened, you're gonna put now scratch marks and bite marks and everything on this pipe. So you guys heard how tight that was. So I contacted the seller and everything. I was like, hey, look, the quality on this is terrible. I have stringing on the inside as well. So that could also be why it's not sitting down, but my pipe passes that. There's something with the design on the inside. So I'm familiar a little bit with 3D printers. So it looks like he used a 0.8 nozzle on here. So the point of a 0.8 nozzle is so you can make 3D prints faster. So if he's actually producing these and everything, he's doing quantity over quality. So that's not a good thing, especially if you have your name on it. Now, again, I'm not bashing the guy or anything. You know, I contacted him and he never got back to me. I sent multiple, I bought this through eBay, so I think you can email them or something like that on there. It says contact seller. So I sent about 4 messages. I've never got one replied. So at this point, it's time, you know, for me to make my own. So another issue with it is I blocked off his name on top, but down here is supposed to tell you the information of like what angle and gaps and everything is supposed to have. It's obviously I can read the 3-to-1 collector, so that's good. So now if I were to buy, which I never will buy from him again, but if I were to buy these parts and everything from him again, I can buy a 4-to-1 collector, a 3-to-1, a 2-to-1, a 6-to-1. If I have multiple of his tools hanging on my wall and I can't read it, now it's a guessing game on which fixture this is. Now the experienced guys know which fixture it is from the angles and everything. They can test all that. But for guys that don't know, like me at the beginning, I didn't know how to make a 3-to-1 collector. I didn't know the angles. I didn't know you take 360 divided by 3 and then divided by 2 because you make 2 cuts onto one. But I didn't know any of that stuff. I had to learn on my own because I couldn't get information from this guy on a refund or a different part that actually works. So I had to do my own studying and we made our own. But like I said, if I have multiple of his tools and I can't read what it says and I can't, you know, is this the fixture I need or is this the one? You know, Schedule 10 piping is very expensive. So if I were to use the wrong fixture at a project that I had to work on and I make the wrong cuts and I had to cut my Schedule 10 piping all over again for wasteful material. So to me, that's, you know, it kind of sucks. From his YouTube video, his parts and everything, they look great. And I was excited to get one. I contacted him. I tried to, you know, get a good one so I can make a YouTube review and everything on it, but it just wasn't happening. He wasn't, I don't know what to say, my friend. So, my brother's a CAD designer, so I got with him. I'm like, hey, look, I need a 3-to-1 collector. I was sent this. We have 3D printers. Let's just make our own. So he designed me a new file. We kind of based it off of this. We just made it a little bit better. So this fixture, it's kind of hard to see, man, because I'm using my phone because one thing I realized, my GoPro is fucking up my audio on my other videos, so I got rid of that. I threw the GoPro away and I'm just gonna be using my phone for my videos. But anyways, this fixture is at an angle and it looks like a fucking boat. You know what I mean? So like if I put this on my bandsaw and I don't know how it's supposed to sit or any of that stuff, so we're just gonna throw that away because he's not accepting a refund or anything. So this is $100 wasted. It is printed on a 0.8 nozzle, so you know the layers and everything are not as strong as you would with like a 0.4 or something. It's printed shitty. At this point now I'm bashing him because now that I'm talking, I'm kind of getting pissed off. But anyways, let me just stop that. That's not who I am. So we designed our own fixture. Like I said, it's kind of hard to see because of the selfie camera. It's all reversed. But we put my logo on there. It's Frenchi Fab. It's a 3-to-1 collector. It's a 1.5 inch Schedule 10 pipe. So you can read exactly what it says. It says Frenchi Fab on there, so it's my logo. We have the bolt design in the back. It's a little bit beefier in the front. It's a lot beefier. So the point of the beefiness is when I put a schedule 10 pipe inside there, when I put a schedule 10 pipe in there, if you look at the angle on where the bolt's gonna go, you want this pipe to be gripped up pretty tight. You don't want it chirping around inside your bandsaw and possibly breaking your blade. So the point of it being so thick in the front is so when I put my pipe in there, see how easily that went in there? That's how a 3D print should be. It's all nice and smooth, no waves, no nothing. No bending on the bottom. It's called bed separation for those who don't know 3D print. Warping as well, you call it warping as well. I have none of that. It's all nicely printed. I'm not worried about quantity over quality. For me, it's all quality. Just like I do with my manifolds and everything. I'm all self-taught. Everything we try to do ourselves. So quality is important. So like I was saying, the pipe and everything goes in there real nicely. There is a little wiggle room in case, you know, because not all pipes are made the same. It is made for 1.5 inch schedule 10 piping. This is, yeah, 1.5 inch schedule 10 piping. Sorry, I got sidetracked. So anyways, the point of the bolt is when you tighten the bolt, it's going to clamp down at the bottom of the pipe as far as possible. Now the 3D print on the inside is kind of hard to see because it's black, but it's real bulky down here. So when I tighten down this pipe and I put, you know, a little tension, you don't have to do nothing crazy. You can do hand tighten and then just with a little ratchet and then tighten it down. You have a nice thick wall on here that the pipe is actually going to sit against, and you won't be flexing it outside of the fixture. So you won't be flexing the plastic. As you look on this fixture, there's nothing there. It's a real thin wall. So it's super easy to blow out this pipe through that wall. And once you blow that out, then you'll no longer ever be able to get the same exact cut again. Especially since you have a nut design that's going to be forcing that pipe on there so you can get a nice, perfect cut. So you loosen up the pipe, you turn it. So this is a 3-to-1 collector. So the way that we got the measurements for this is you're going to take 360 degrees around a pipe, right? This is where mathematics comes into. I was never good with math, but you know, now that I'm learning more trades in my life, welding and all that, math is very important. But you're going to take 360 degrees circumference or around the pipe, whatever you call it. You're going to divide that by 3 now because you're doing a 3-to-1 collector. But if you look on the outside of the pipes, you have 2 cuts on one pipe, right? So you're going to take 360 divided by 2. And then you're going to divide that by 2 as well. I mean, 360 divided by 3, I'm sorry. And then you're going to divide that by 2 because you're going to have 2 cuts onto one pipe. So it should give you 60 degrees, correct? So now we have a 60-degree mark on top of our fixture as well. This was his old design. I guess he moved over to lines, just a little rib on the inside. So you mark your pipe. Once it's fully cut, you just get a straight edge. I like to get my quick straight 90 or whatever, put it on there and just go with a Sharpie mark and mark it down. Do that to all 3 of your pipes. And then you're going to bring it in. You're going to line up your first line to the end of the fixture. Once you make your cut, loosen up your nut, turn it to the other side, make your tighten your nut, make your other cut, and your pipe is now done. Then you can take that out and do your other one. I do not have 1.5 inch schedule 10 piping at the moment. I have all 16 gauge because, you know, it was all testing, trial and error. So I started 3D printing the pipes. This is a little rough because the CAD file that we created, it kind of made like these ribs on the pipe. So it's kind of hard to fit inside here. Like it fits, but I just don't like it. So I just put on the belt sander, I sand it down nice and smooth so it looks as close as possible to a pipe. I'm going to be doing another one. Hold on, I'll get to that. So anyways, this is the 3-to-1 collector. This is what it would look like. You can make these gaps and everything here as close as far as possible as you want. The way that you do it is you just adjust this closest to your blade. So if you get your blade closest to the jig as possible, you'll have a nice tight gap inside here, which is going to be kind of hard to weld with the TIG welder, get in there with the torch. So what I do is I just gap it out to where I've been testing. This is about a 1/4 inch gap from the blade. It all depends on your bandsaw as well. So I gap it about a 1/4 inch from the blade. So when I get my cut, this is how my 3-to-1 collector comes out. So I think there's plenty of space in there for me to get my TIG torch. So I will be selling these now. I paid about $100 for this, and if you, I'm not sure if you have these or not, but if you do, hopefully your quality is better than mine, but mine just is not working and I didn't get no communication. But anyways, you can tell by the weight difference. I will not be using these bolts, I'll be using Allen's. I also wanted to create like a little 3D print on here so you can just do it by hand without a tool, so we'll be doing that. But weight difference, mine is a lot beefier. I'm not bragging or anything, I'm just, you know, proving a point. It's a lot beefier, so you can tell this is gonna last you a lot longer. It's built a lot nicer. You can just see on the sides, it's smooth compared to all wavy and gaps. The front, nice and smooth. The straightness, give me a sec. Straightness, it's all there. Actually, logo to logo, we'll do that. And then the backs. So this is my design. Frenchi Fab logo on there. Bolt and nut design, so you can't strip out the plastic. And I guarantee you guys quality every single time. I do not ship something that looks like this. I can promise you guys that. I will not be putting my name on something that looks like this, and then when you get it, it does not work. So everything that I print or make or anything, I test fit, I make sure it works before I even send it to you guys. So if you guys ever purchase anything from me, I guarantee you it will work. But anyways, I will be opening up an eBay store very soon. I will be selling these. If you guys want these now, you can get in contact with me on either, you can put a comment on here and we'll figure out how to get in contact. But most of my sales have been done through Instagram. So you can follow me at Frenchi_fab. And then just send me a DM. I will be selling these at 50 bucks. 50 bucks. Not 100 bucks, 50 bucks. Not low quality, high quality. Heavy duty, so they'll last you forever. I'm not sure if you can hear that, but that's a brick, dude. That's hollow. That's a brick. So I guarantee you guys these will make you the 3-to-1 collectors. I'll be making 4-to-1 collectors. And I'm not sure about the 6-to-1 collectors. If that's something you guys want, I will make it no problem. But I will be selling these at 50 bucks plus shipping. If I have to ship it to you guys, shipping could be like maybe like 10 bucks, something like that. You know, it's not too expensive to ship out a piece of plastic. I paid $47 shipping for this thing. $47, no lie. Go on eBay, you will find it, $47. Thinking like maybe $10, $12 for shipping. 50 bucks for the part, no problem, all day. Quality, I guarantee you guys. But this is the 3-to-1 collector. This is what it's made for. This is how it comes out. Exactly like it. All I did was just put some crazy glue, put them together so I can show you guys. Like I said, I don't have any scheduled temp piping. I apologize. I would have rather showed you guys this nicely TIG welded up and everything. I just don't have the pipe at the moment. But when I post these up on the eBay store, I'll have these printed out in silver so it looks, you know, a little bit better. And then if I have my scheduled temp piping at the time, then I'll post some pipes and some welds and everything. But yeah, I just wanted to introduce you guys a new tool that we'll be creating. We will be creating more 3D print tools to help out the fabricators out there. It's all the love for the game, man. It helps us out. It makes, you know, making parts a lot faster and easier. It takes the guessing time out. Sorry, I can't even talk, man. It takes the guessing time out of it and production a lot faster. You know, you can just set this up on your bandsaw cut pipes and have them all ready to go. You can have like 20 of these sitting up on a shelf ready to go. So whenever you get an order for a turbo kit, already made. No guessing game, no nothing. But once again, I appreciate everyone that supports me. Like I said, I'm not bashing on this guy. It just sucks what I went through with it. No communication, no nothing. I couldn't even get a replacement part for it that actually works. So that is why we created our own. I don't want you guys to think that, you know, I'm buying parts off of people, just copying them, making them again. The only reason that we did it is because this does not work and I need one. There's no communication and I refuse to spend another $100+ to get another one that might not even work again. But I appreciate you guys. Please comment if you guys like this, if you guys are interested in it, if you guys want to see more tools, we can get them made. My brother will design it, we'll print it. But please like, subscribe, share, give this link to a local fabricator or something if they're probably interested. And yeah, man, I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys on the next one.